I just got a package in the mail. Ordered this from Adorama. I buy used gear. Eric buys used gear. It's something that we just do. So now I've been trying to fill out my kit for my Canon M50 here. And I got what is the equivalent of a 24-70. This is a used lens I bought from them. And this lens, new, is $650. And this one was $229. So let's see what kind of shape it was in. Anytime I've ever bought anything used, it's always been in better shape than I thought it was going to be in. So here it is. Looks really good. Okay, so this lens is supposed to have dings and barrel wear and all sorts of nonsense going on with it. And it looks absolutely brand new. So, I mean, really, there's not a mark on it. The mount looks like it's never been put on a camera. So don't be afraid to buy used glass. So this is going to mount onto my M50 here. It's an f2.8 constant aperture lens with vibration compensation for $220. So it's a 17 to 50 and with the crop factor involved. And I know I'm not going to get the math right here, but it's something like a 25 to 70 something like that. So in today's video, I'm going to be going through all the gear that I've been putting together, and I'm going to compare it to what I already have in Nikon. And then at the end, I'm going to show you a cost comparison. So if you're thinking about buying a camera body and then adding good lenses to it or equal equivalent lenses in a APS-C size form factor, this might help you out a little bit. So we'll start right here with this one. Okay, so here I have a Tamron 24-70 f2.8, and here's the one I just opened up, which is the 17-50 f2.8. They are the same series of lenses from Tamron, not their newest, not the G2 versions, but both of them are vibration compensation lenses. I've never used this one. Obviously, I just took it out of the box, but I'm imagining this is going to give me some nice images. So I'll be taking this one with me when I go away on the M50. Oh, cost difference. I paid $229 for this. I paid $800 for this. Another lens I just picked up. These are fisheye lenses, and if you follow us on Instagram, you know I love to use the fisheye lens, and I take a lot of images with them. So this was something that I really wanted to have in the Canon mount. So I bought the exact same lens. So these are Rokinon 8mm. They're the exact same price, $189. These lenses create fantastic, fun images, and there's a video back somewhere in the very beginning when we started the channel where I reviewed this lens. So if you're thinking about this, you might want to dig back there and check out that review. But it's a great, fun lens to use. So I can't wait to use it here on the M50. Okay, so this one is the Nikon 16-35 f4. And in the last video, you saw me shooting with this on my Nikon D750, and then I had the Tokina on the M50, which is what I'm shooting on here. These lenses are both great landscape lenses, wide. This one's about $1,100 new, and the one that's on my camera right now is $399. I just checked on Adorama today. So big price difference. And the one that's on my camera now here opens to f2.8. This one goes to f4, but this has vibration compensation, which I really don't think is necessary on such a wide lens. Just my opinion. The camera bodies. When I bought this is my D750. This was $2,300. Now, if you wanted to buy this today, it's less than $1,300 brand new, which I think is a steal for a full frame camera body. This has been a workhorse for me. Thousands and thousands of images. It's been beaten up, taken on trips, mountains, waterfalls, all over the place. So this thing has been great. No issues with it at all. It's just, it works. So for $1,300, if you're looking for a full frame DSLR and you shoot Nikon, I would not hesitate for a second to get a D750. But it's, still $1,300. The M50 that I'm shooting on is about $600. And if you buy the adapter when you buy the camera, I believe I only paid $49 for the adapter. It's usually about $180 separately. But with the camera, they had a deal running where I got the camera and the adapter, I think for $649, and it even came with the kit lens. So, if you just don't have the money to invest in a full frame body right now and you want a good camera, the M50 as we've been showing you, is really performing well. And the point of this video is I'm going to be taking it away with all of the lenses that will work on it, and I'm going to shoot the way I normally would over the course of a week. And I want to see if these lenses and that camera can give me the same results that I usually get with this camera and all of the Pro Glass that I have for my Nikon. This lens right here is the M mount, which is the native mount for this camera. It's an f/22, which is about a 35mm equivalent f2 lens. This is my 35mm Nikon f2 lens. This is a D series lens. It's an older lens, but these basically are the same lens. This one is $229. This, as an older lens, is still $400 for the Nikon F mount. So actually, to be honest with you, I think this gives better images, it focuses faster, and this is really great for video because it's an STM lens. So you don't hear the focus motor, it's super quiet. So in this situation, I know this is the lens that I would go with, but I've used this one for years. It works well, but it's double the price. I'm also going to be bringing my 50mm 1.8 Canon EF mount lens, and I'll use the Viltrox adapter with that and the regular adapter that I have on the camera right now. So I'll be able to shoot this lens on the M50 at about 80mm and 50mm. So this is a versatile lens. It lets in a lot of light. It's a 1.8 aperture. So this is something that I will throw on the camera. I used to have the Sigma 50mm 1.4, but I actually sold it. And with the money that I sold that for, I was able to buy the M50. It was a good lens. It's just, for some reason, I didn't love the one that I had. I have plenty of beautiful images from it, but it just wasn't a lens that I went to. It was big and it was heavy, and it was about 4 times the size of this one. That lens new is $949. This one is $125. So we're going to see if I can get some decent images with this. I don't expect them to be as good as that, but are they going to be good enough? We'll see. And then lastly, now at the end of this, I'm going to put a little comparison sheet up where I show you the prices for each lens. On this trip that I'm going on, I'm going to be taking Eric's lens, his 70-200, and this is my 70-200, the Tamron. Now, if I was going to be buying my own 70-200 for the M50, I would buy this. I've had no issues with this. I've had it for 4 or 5 years now. It's probably my sharpest lens. I used it for thousands of images. It's just a workhorse. Never failed me once. So if I was going to be buying a 70-200 for the Canon M50, this is the one I would buy. So that's why I put the price for that in this little list I'm going to put up at the end here. So that's a little overview of what I'm going to be taking with me, how it compares to the gear I already have. And I'm going to be taking probably a couple of thousand images over the course of this little trip I'm going on. And I'll be sharing them with you. And I'll also be sharing my opinions to see if a camera like this, if you invest in, you know, a couple of $1,000s worth of glass and this kit, can you use it in any situation and create really great images? So I don't know yet. We're going to see what happens. You know, I could come home and the video could be, well, maybe it wasn't so great. Or I could be like, wow, what a great option if you don't have, you know, $7,000 to invest in a full frame, you know, camera setup. So I will be making another video at the end of this little trip, and we'll compare some images, and we'll see what we think. Thumbs up if you like the video. Please subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Click the little notification bell, and you'll get notified every time we upload a video. And wish me luck, and happy shooting with all of this new gear. It's exciting, and I'm looking forward to doing it. Okay, see you in the next video.